Exposing the hidden dangers of wildfires. These natural disasters are more than just a blaze in the forest. They are a force of nature that can wreak havoc on everything in their path, leaving behind a trail of destruction and despair. Wildfires are not just a seasonal occurrence, they are becoming more frequent and intense due to climate change. The rising temperatures and prolonged droughts create the perfect conditions for these fires to ignite and spread rapidly. I don't think people understand just how dangerous wildfires can be. They can turn a serene landscape into a hellish inferno in a matter of minutes. The flames can leap from tree to tree, consuming everything in their path. The heat generated by these fires can be so intense that it can melt metal and turn sand into glass. The smoke and ash can travel hundreds of miles, affecting air quality and visibility far from the fire's origin. Did you know wildfires can spread at a speed of up to 14 miles an hour? That's faster than most people can run. Imagine trying to outrun a fire that is moving at such a breakneck speed. It's a terrifying thought, but it's a reality for many people living in wildfire-prone areas. The speed at which these fires spread makes it incredibly difficult for firefighters to contain them. That's faster than a cheetah. And if you think that's fast, consider this. The fire can jump across roads, rivers, and even fire breaks, making it nearly impossible to predict its path. The erratic behavior of wildfires is one of the reasons they are so dangerous. They can change direction in an instant, driven by the wind and the availability of fuel. And they don't just affect forests, they can destroy homes and entire communities. The loss of property and life is devastating. Families are displaced and communities are left to pick up the pieces. The economic impact of wildfires is staggering, with billions of dollars in damages each year. Insurance companies are overwhelmed with claims, and the cost of rebuilding can take years to recover from. The aftermath of a wildfire is a stark reminder of the power of nature. The once lush and vibrant landscape is reduced to a barren wasteland. The soil is left scorched and infertile, making it difficult for vegetation to regrow. The loss of habitat is devastating for wildlife, and the recovery process can take decades. But what causes these fiery monsters? It's not just one factor, but a combination of elements that create the perfect storm for wildfires. Well, it's a mix of dry weather, strong winds, and unfortunately, human activity. The dry conditions create a tinderbox, and all it takes is a spark to set it off. The wind acts as a bellows, fanning the flames and spreading the fire rapidly. Human activities, such as unattended campfires, discarded cigarette butts, and even fireworks, can be the ignition source that starts a wildfire. Believe it or not, about 85% of wildfires are started by us, through campfires left unattended, discarded cigarette butts, and even fireworks. It's a sobering statistic that highlights the importance of being responsible and vigilant. Simple actions like properly extinguishing a campfire or disposing of a cigarette butt can make a huge difference in preventing wildfires. Once a wildfire starts, it's a race against time. Firefighters work tirelessly to contain the blaze, but the unpredictable nature of wildfires makes their job incredibly challenging. They use a variety of techniques, from creating fire breaks to dropping water and fire retardant from planes, but even with all their efforts, it's often a losing battle. These fires can burn millions of acres, releasing harmful smoke and pollutants into the air. The environmental impact is profound, with the loss of forests, wildlife, and the release of carbon dioxide contributing to climate change. The smoke can cause respiratory problems for people living far from the fire, and the ash can contaminate water supplies. This affects not just wildlife, but also our health, causing respiratory issues and even heart problems. The fine particles in the smoke can penetrate deep into the lungs, leading to a range of health problems. People with pre-existing conditions such as asthma or heart disease are particularly vulnerable. The long-term health effects of exposure to wildfire smoke are still being studied, but it's clear that the impact is significant. So how can we prevent these disasters? It starts with awareness and education. Understanding the causes and risks of wildfires is the first step in preventing them. By being informed and taking proactive measures, we can reduce the likelihood of wildfires and minimize their impact. First, always follow local fire regulations. These rules are in place for a reason, and adhering to them can help prevent wildfires. Pay attention to fire danger levels and avoid activities that could start a fire during high-risk periods. Never leave a campfire unattended and make sure it's completely out before you leave. Use water to douse the flames and stir the ashes to ensure there are no remaining embers. A single spark can reignite a fire, so it's crucial to be thorough. Dispose of cigarettes properly and think twice about using fireworks, especially in dry conditions. Fireworks may be beautiful, but they are a significant fire hazard. Consider attending a professional fireworks display instead of setting off your own. Community involvement is also key. Participate in local fire prevention programs and stay informed about the risks in your area. Support and volunteer with organizations that work to prevent and fight wildfires. Wildfires are a serious threat, but with a little caution and care, we can all help prevent them. By working together and taking responsibility for our actions, we can protect our homes, our communities, and our environment. Stay informed, stay safe, and let's protect our beautiful planet. Remember, it starts with you. Every small action counts. And together, we can make a big difference in preventing wildfires and preserving our natural world. So next time you're out in nature, be mindful of your actions. Whether it's putting out a campfire, disposing of a cigarette, or simply following fire regulations, every little bit helps. Let's all do our part to keep our forests and communities safe from the devastating effects of wildfires. Remember, it starts with you.